What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon down here at Snake River Fly. We got another fly tying tutorial for you here today. Another balanced leech. We've had the ZG or the zero gravity balance leech out there for a few years. We have it in a bunch of different colors, tied in a bunch of different ways. Very effective fly, whether you're fishing still waters or rivers. One thing that we've been tinkering with for the last couple of years is two-toning these flies, creating a little more complex depth in these bugs, and one color scheme that has been really productive for fishing the snake and a lot of our surrounding areas that have perch minnows, crawdads, suckers, that kind of stuff, is this peach and olive kind of combo. And so in the vise here we have a Moonlit. This is a 511. They're 502, 501 are other great options if you want a little shorter body. This one has a little bit longer shank. Like fishing these in the fall and the spring, you typically have in the fall, some bigger food source, and then we're starting to see some of those minnows and stuff ramp up a little bit, as we get into that June time frame. Also, not just a really good bug for trout, but smallmouth. We've been indicator fishing for those a lot the last couple of years as well, and this one's kind of been a bright and shiny star here. So 511, 10s and 8s, 502, 501, like I said. We got our balanced leech pin on here. This is a 4.0 copper bead. We like the slotted beads on these just because that front hole is just a touch smaller. It doesn't pop off that pin near as easy. Also, we got some 6/0 wax Semper in the bobbin there. This is in their medium olive, I believe. Orange is another cool color that you can use on this as well. But we're just going to start by taking a pinch of our shrimp colored zero gravity, and we're going to create that tail. More or less going to tie this the same way that we did that original ZG leech. Like I said, we're going to be two-toning this, right? Adding a little bit of depth. And so I tied that in 50-50 there, wrapped up a little ways, and then just folded it in half. Get ourselves a nice tail, and then come in. We've talked about this a lot here. We cut the corner off of this ZG bag. It kind of helps eliminate some of the floaty fibers and the mess. And so we'll take another pinch of that, and then we're just going to noodle dub. Create ourselves a little rope here. We're going to use that to build up our body. Bring that up, touching wraps, filling in all of our gaps. Up that hook shank there. Some other really good color combos that you can use, blacks, purples, yellows and browns, whites, grays, whites, olives. There's endless opportunities here with the two-tone. This this shrimp color, we think imitates that molting crawdad or that peeling crawdad really well, and I think that's one reason that those fish key in on. Or a lot of times when you do have smaller bait fish and stuff, they kind of get bleached out. They're a little more translucent, and when the sun hits them, they kind of have that peachy look to them. And so then our next color is a new color of zero gravity. This is our forest floor here. It's a little darker olive with some kind of golds and coppers blended through it. But we're just going to take a small chunk of that, stack that in our hands, and we're going to create a veil on this. Kind of envelop that body through there. A couple wraps right behind the bead. Pull that out, or pull that back, I guess I should say. Then just build that thread collar up, and then it kind of encapsulates that whole body. When it gets wet, right, it kind of darkens that up, and then kind of fades into that peachy color out the back. So then we'll just go ahead and whip finish on this. Very short and sweet fly, but very effective, like I said, for trout and smallmouth, especially below American Falls Reservoir, down there on the Snake, and, neighboring waters as well. So, like I said, possibilities are endless on this guy, but really effective bug, as we're kind of warming up a little bit. I know it's snowing outside right now, but we're right at the tail end, and, fishing's been really good. Water's been in really great shape. Clarity's there as well. So, as always, if you haven't, subscribed to the YouTube channel, we'd greatly appreciate it. Give this video a like. All that kind of stuff helps us out a ton. You can find all these materials on the website, and also until March 10th, 2025, we have all of our SRF materials on sale for 50% off online there. So you can grab a bunch of this stuff for a hell of a deal. Tie up a bunch of these things, catch a bunch of fish, and then also check out our Instagram for our Semper Fly collab for our fly tying competition for the month of March. And you know, if you win that first place prize, you'll be walking away with $500+ in Semper Fly gear.